Everyone has their go-to pizza. When they order from somewhere, they already pretty much know what they're going to get. However, if your go-to pizza is worth more than your actual car, then there's a bit of a problem. Yes, there are pizzas out there that are worth thousands of dollars. Hello! Welcome to Brain Spill, the laziest show on the internet. My name is Tank, and oh my god, how do people have so much money to spend on pizza? I mean, I'd love to spend thousands of dollars on pizza, but I can't afford to do so. But there are people who can, and people that do. Well, it's easy to see why if you think about it. Pizza is a globally adored dish and eaten all around the world in various different forms, to which some disgusting creations manage to make those Italian and Spanish connoisseurs turn their nose up to a pineapple pizza. That's just the devil's work. The price of pizza largely comes down to the ingredients used in it. So if you wanted a bog standard affordable pizza, you just get some dough, some cheese, some tomato, and slap on a few peppers on there and you've got yourself a bog standard pizza. It's gonna take something pretty spectacular to justify a price tag into the thousands of dollars. Even when looking at the top 5 list of these pizzas, number 5 comes in at a whopping $250. A pizza sold in Gordon Ramsay's restaurant in London. This pizza is topped with Italian onion puree with a white truffle pasta, buffalo mozzarella, fontina cheese, pancetta, cep mushrooms, and fresh herbs. Which, again, just by those ingredients alone, does make you wonder how they can justify a $250 price tag. Well, there's one additional ingredient in there which completely justifies the price, and that is shavings of white truffles. And yes, that is the kicker. If you want more, then the price goes up and up and up. Basically, this particular ingredient is quite expensive and is not easily come by, meaning that if you were to put it on a pizza, you're going to have to pay out a little bit to have that privilege. I'd love to tell you what it tastes like, but I'm not made of money. And that's just one example of how a pizza can very quickly escalate in price just by adding in 1 or 2 ingredients on top of it. I mean, you can put down pretty much anything on top of the pizza and call it a new ingredient or topping to your pizza. I mean, we've basically done that in Britain since the dawn of time. We've basically grabbed any ingredient we can find, literally any ingredient, and stuck it between 2 slices of bread and called it a sandwich. Hence, crisp sandwiches, which is fantastic, by the way. Have you ever tried a pot noodle sandwich? And if you don't know what that is, I implore you to Google it, because you'll have either one of 2 responses. It will be either, oh my god, that looks amazing, or, oh my god, what are you doing to that sandwich? I'll let you be the judge of that. Look, I could sit here and go through a list of all the different pizzas and how they increase in value, but I know you want to get to the good stuff. The pizza that costs more than anything else on the market. Well, the first list I looked at to start my research came out at about $12,000. $12,000, that's almost as much as my bloody car. For a pizza. Whenever I order a pizza, I struggle to justify tipping the driver on some occasions, let alone dropping 12 racks on an individual pizza. This is madness. So yeah, if you decided you wanted to spend $12,000 on a pizza, the one you need to be looking at is this. This is the Louis XIII The Pizza. What makes this pizza unlike any other, aside from the fact that it's $12,000 on its price tag, is that you can't buy this pizza anywhere, and it's a Rena Tavolia creation, a pizza made by 3 Michelin star chefs, priding themselves on bringing the top quality pizzas to your home. So yeah, you can basically order these guys to your house, they'll make this pizza for you, and you can sit in the front room and watch Netflix. Or you can watch me if you want to, even on this particular video, who gave you the good idea to spend $12,000 on a pizza. I do take a 10% cut, I'll let you know. The chefs knead the dough using the finest ingredients, with a 72-hour dough raising process, meaning this pizza can take literally days to make. With toppings such as Ossiestra Royal Prestige Caviar, Norwegian lobster tail and pink Australian sea salt. This pizza is next level and is truly a sight to behold. So yeah, a $12,000 pizza sounds pretty pricey, and it is. But this isn't actually the world's most expensive pizza, as I think many of you would probably point out that there was a certain YouTube creator called Mr. Beast, you've probably never heard of him, who ordered the world's most expensive pizza at a restaurant, and you'd be correct, because he did buy a pizza that was more expensive than the one I just talked about. In his video, he ordered the $70,000 pizza, which basically was a golden pizza. And yes, that if you're going to be spending that much money on a pizza, you want to make sure you've got a good sponsor under your belt. This particular pizza had a well-justified price tag due to the fact that it was made by a private chef who normally cooks for billionaires, so he must run a pretty high price for his culinary skills. This pizza is so expensive because the base is covered with an ounce of gold, followed by a 10-year-old Parmesan bechamel. The toppings include Japanese beef marinated in $10,000 grape juice and seared with a $6,000 bottle of apple juice. I'm guessing you can't just pull out a bottle of Sunny D, it has to be this particular $6,000 bottle for it to be the right apple juice, not just any apple juice will do the trick. And well, it best be golden apples for a price tag like that. This pizza, I can almost taste it just by looking at it, and I imagine with everything in it, it would probably give me some sort of acid reflux after taking a single slice. This pizza was topped off with, you guessed it, even more white truffle shavings, flown in from Italy, and it also has an additional $16,000 of albino caviar on top. This didn't even include the service charge, so they actually spent much more on the pizza. So, this pizza was worth 6 times as much as the one we talked about before, which is a pretty pricey pizza. Although it is the most expensive pizza in the United States, it's not the world's most expensive pizza. That title goes to this. This is the Royal Pizza, which funnily enough was only ever meant to be made for one meal for Dubai's royal family. However, they probably realised that the novelty factor of such a pizza and the fact that many people have more money than sense thought that this might be a good way to make a little bit of extra money. And you can get this yourself at the Jumeirah. There is a very good reason why they've jacked up the price so high, as this includes many exotic ingredients, such as Italian white Alba truffles, winter black truffles from Perigord, Kashmiri Mogra saffron, Almas caviar from Iran, and Japanese Mutsaki mushrooms, with of course gold scattered on top for a finishing touch. This single pizza is worth approximately $210,000 for a single pizza. I know that sometimes I get props for videos if I'm talking about a certain topic, just to give it a bit of flavour, but you're out of your goddamn mind if you think I'm going to buy a pizza that's worth more than $200,000 for a single video. I'm going to need a few sponsorships before I can do anything like that. This gourmet food item is so expensive, in fact, few people have ever been able to afford to eat it, or even if they could, actually find any enjoyment in eating something in which you realise that you've just sunk $200,000 into. Yes, this pizza is probably worth even more than your house, and just for measure, I've decided to calculate how many Domino's pizzas you could buy for the same price as buying this singular pizza. Looking online, I think $10 seems like a pretty median price range. Which makes me sad because in the UK, for some reason, you have to spend a lot more on pizzas, which really does suck. But anyway, $10 a pizza lands you about 21,000 pizzas for the same price as this one pizza. This should last you 100 lifetimes, if not more. This is a hell of a lot of pizza for the same price that you're spending for this one single pizza. So yeah, we can all think about how much an individual bite of the pizza's worth, but I can imagine in a year or so's time, this video might not even be up to date. Because of course there's always fancier and new places opening up all the time, and people trying to outdo one another by having the most expensive whatever, including pizzas. And people do this mainly because they can, and they know that there's always at least one person out there that will put down the money to give it a try. But honestly, unless they infuse diamonds into the crust of the pizza itself, I think they're going to have a hard time justifying an even bigger price tag than $210,000. But I'll let you be the judge of that. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe. If you want to be notified as soon as I upload my next video, be sure to hit the bell button. And if you've got any ideas for what topics you'd like me to discuss next, let me know down in the comments below. As always, sources used in the video will be in the description. Not gonna lie, next time I order from my local pizza place, I'm gonna ask them how much it costs to have either gold flakes or white truffle shavings put on top, and see how quickly they hang up on me. But, gotta give it a try, I guess. I'll see you guys in the next video. Fantastic.